What does it take to be called a warrior in the boxing ring? For Gabriel Rosado, it's a combination of grit, heart, and a relentless drive to conquer challenges. With a career spanning over a decade and a half, he's faced some of the toughest names in boxing and carved out a legacy without ever holding a world title. What's behind this fighter's compelling journey? Let's uncover the highs and lows that define Rosado's remarkable story and discover what truly makes him a fighter to remember. Early life. Gabriel Rosado was born on January 14, 1986, in the vibrant city of Philadelphia, a place synonymous with grit and determination. Growing up in a challenging neighborhood shaped his character and ignited his passion for boxing. Surrounded by the sounds of the city's hustle and bustle, he quickly learned the importance of fighting, not just in the ring, but in life itself. As a young boy, Rosado was no stranger to adversity. He witnessed the struggles of his community firsthand, where survival often felt like a battle. It was during these formative years that he first stepped into a boxing gym, drawn by the allure of the sport. With every jab, hook, and uppercut, he began transforming his frustration into focus. What started as a way to escape the harsh realities of life quickly blossomed into a deep-seated passion. Training tirelessly, Rosado honed his skills under the guidance of seasoned coaches, immersing himself in the culture of boxing. This early dedication laid the foundation for a career that would feature heart-stopping drama and rivalry. During his teenage years, Rosado faced the struggles that many aspiring athletes encounter, battling self-doubt and the pressure to succeed. However, instead of deterring him, these obstacles only fueled his resolve. He became an embodiment of the city's fighting spirit, and by the time he reached his late teens, he was ready to make his mark in the world of professional boxing. His debut in the ring was more than just an outing, it was a chance to prove not just to others, but to himself that he belonged. Little did he know, the journey ahead would test every ounce of his strength and resilience in ways he could never have imagined. This was just the beginning for Gabriel Rosado, a fighter destined to rise amid the toughest challenges life would throw his way. And the remarkable thing? His journey from the streets of Philadelphia was just the prologue to a captivating narrative that would unfold in the squared circle. Turning pro. Gabriel Rosado's journey into the professional boxing world began not as a grand spectacle, but as a quiet revelation. After just 11 amateur bouts, he made the bold decision to turn pro at the age of 18. Was he ready? Many doubters thought not. With minimal experience, the odds were stacked against him, but Rosado had something else, an indomitable spirit and the fire of a fighter who had already faced life's hardships. His debut was a moment of pure adrenaline, stepping into the ring as an underdog against more seasoned opponents. It wasn't just about the punches thrown, it was also about staking a claim in a sport that often chews up young talent. And quickly, he learned that every ounce of effort mattered. Each fight honed not only his skills but also his mindset. Rosado was not just competing, he was forging his identity as a fighter. With every match, he faced steep challenges and sometimes bitter defeats. Yet, these losses were not merely setbacks, they were teachers that shaped him. His resilience became evident as he embraced the struggles, using them as a catalyst to push harder. Could he overcome the odds and make a name for himself in the gritty and unforgiving boxing scene? As he climbed the ranks, the answer became clearer: Gabriel Rosado was here to stay, and this was just the beginning of his relentless quest for recognition in the boxing universe. Facing early challenges. Despite his promising start, Gabriel Rosado quickly learned just how brutal the world of professional boxing can be. One of the hardest lessons came in 2009, when he faced off against the highly regarded Fernando Guerrero. The atmosphere was electric, and Rosado came out swinging, displaying his fierce tenacity. In the third round, he knocked Guerrero down, sending shockwaves through the audience and making everyone believe that he was on the verge of a monumental victory. But in a twist of fate that would haunt many aspiring boxers, the fight did not go as planned. Despite his early success, Rosado ended up losing the match by decision. This defeat was a bitter pill to swallow. It served as a harsh reminder that talent alone wouldn't cut it in the ring, discipline and strategy were equally, if not more, important. Instead of letting this setback define him, Rosado took it as an opportunity for growth. It became clear that he had to refine his skills and learn to adapt. He couldn't rely solely on his power and heart. He immersed himself in training, studying both his strengths and weaknesses, determined to evolve into a smart and adaptable fighter. But what happened next would change everything. The persistent failures only ignited a fire within him. Gabriel's grit and determination would soon transform into something even more formidable as he set out on a quest to reclaim his position in the boxing world. Evolution as a fighter. Gabriel Rosado's journey in the boxing ring is a story of constant evolution and growth. After his early setbacks, particularly the heartbreak of losing to Fernando Guerrero, Rosado realized that raw talent alone wouldn't carry him to the top. He dedicated himself to studying the sport, watching tapes, and absorbing knowledge from experienced trainers. This shift wasn't just about physical training. Rosado began to understand the mental game of boxing. He transformed from a brawler known for his sheer willpower into a more strategic opponent. With fights that demanded adaptability, he honed his defensive skills and learned the art of timing, finding opportunities to counterstrike effectively. This change showcased a new Rosado, one who could employ feints and head movement, making him a more elusive target in the ring. As he faced more formidable opponents, this evolution became even more critical. With each bout, he adapted his style to exploit his opponent's weaknesses. His resilience shone through as he made tactical adjustments mid-fight, demonstrating that he wasn't just a fighter but a true student of the sport. Each victory added layers to his skill set, proving that evolution isn't just about the physical but also about refining tactics and embracing the learning process. But that wasn't the whole story. Rosado's development as a fighter was marked by a desire not just to win, but to leave his mark on boxing history. Signature victories. Gabriel Rosado's journey through the boxing world has been marked by several signature victories that not only defined his career but also showcased his tenacity and skill. One of his most notable wins came in 2012 against Jesus Soto Caras. In a highly anticipated matchup, Rosado came out swinging, and as the rounds progressed, it was clear that he was the more determined fighter. He claimed victory through a spectacular TKO, a result that elevated his status in the boxing community and instilled confidence as he aimed for bigger challenges ahead. Soon after, he faced the formidable Brian Vera in 2013. Their bout became an instant classic, filled with back-and-forth exchanges that showcased Rosado's evolving technique and grit. By the end of the fight, Rosado emerged victorious, earning a hard-fought unanimous decision that further solidified his reputation as a tough opponent. Then came the fight against the famed middleweight champion, Gennady Golovkin. While many saw it as a daunting task, Rosado stepped into the ring with a fearless attitude. Although he ultimately lost the match, his ability to withstand Golovkin's powerful punches for 10 grueling rounds left an indelible mark on fans and critics alike. Many praised Rosado for his heart, giving him newfound respect in the boxing world. In another pivotal moment, 2021 saw him face off against former champion Jaime Munguia. Against the odds and with many doubting his performance, Rosado pulled off a striking upset. The fight was an intense display of willpower, strategic fighting, and resilience, culminating in a split decision that showcased that he wasn't ready to fade away just yet. These victories, while they may not all come from championship bouts, highlight key moments in Gabriel Rosado's career. Behind each punch thrown and each victory achieved lies a story, a testament to his spirit, a fighter who never backs down. And these moments have shaped not just his legacy, but his identity as a true warrior in the ring. Battles with the best. During his career, Gabriel Rosado faced some of the toughest adversaries in the boxing arena, including renowned champions like Gennady Golovkin and Peter Quillin. Each fight was not just a test of skill but a showdown that illustrated Rosado's resilience and determination. In 2013, Rosado entered the ring against Gennady Golovkin, a match that many considered a major leap for him. Though Rosado ultimately ended up losing by TKO in the 7th round, he showed an incredible heart and tenacity, showcasing his boxing skills in the face of a formidable opponent. This bout brought him national attention, and even in defeat, fans admired his courage to face one of the best in the business head-on. Then there was the fight against Peter Quillin in 2016. This matchup was thrilling, full of intense exchanges, and showcased Rosado's evolution as a fighter. As he adjusted to the pace and power of Quillin, he demonstrated not only his physical strength but also his tactical improvements. Despite another setback, losing by unanimous decision, Rosado's performance that night solidified his reputation as a fighter who could stand toe-to-toe with the elite. But that wasn't where the story ended. Rosado continued to climb back into the ring even after tough losses, each time more seasoned and focused. With every bout against these elite fighters, he amassed invaluable experience, showing budding boxers everywhere that it isn't just about winning or losing, it's about learning, adapting, and coming back stronger. As his career progressed, encounters with top tiers became more than just a test of skill, they were proving grounds for Rosado to refine his craft, pushing him toward becoming the fighter he is today. While the records may show losses against some of the best, it's his indomitable spirit that truly resonates with fans and boxers alike. Recent years. As the boxing landscape evolved, so did Gabriel Rosado. In recent years, he has become a fan favorite, known not only for his grit but also for his ability to bounce back from setbacks. In 2021, he faced the rising star, Bektemir Melikhaziv, in a bout that had everyone buzzing. Many expected Rosado to be a stepping stone, another name on Melikhaziv's path to glory. But in a stunning upset, Rosado secured a knockout victory in the third round, proving his doubters wrong and reminding fans of his unyielding spirit. This victory catapulted him back into the spotlight, affirming that experience and heart could triumph over youthful aggression. As the boxing world shifted gears, Rosado capitalized on his newfound momentum. Later that year, he stepped into the ring against the formidable Gennady Golovkin alongside the best promotional fights, showcasing relentless determination in a match that went the distance. While he didn't leave with a victory, he earned respect and admiration through his valiant effort, living proof that age is merely a number, and one's passion for the sport can burn fiercely, regardless of the outcome. This resurgence led Rosado to continue pursuing high-stakes bouts, challenging the next generation of fighters. He fought in electrifying matches that kept fans on the edge of their seats, always ready to engage in thrilling exchanges. Rosado's recent years weren't just about wins and losses, they were filled with memorable moments that added to his legacy. From heartfelt interviews reflecting on his journey to candid posts on social media allowing fans a glimpse into his life outside the ring, he cemented himself as a relatable figure in the sport. Rosado's story remains one of resilience and determination, thriving against the odds, inspiring those who admire the sweet science of boxing. Smooth transition to retirement. But with every fighter, retirement looms on the horizon, and for Rosado, it eventually came, marking a significant chapter in his life. The boxing community eagerly awaited his next moves, as he reflected on a thrilling career full of twists and turns that showcased his unbelievable journey in and out of the ring. Retirement and legacy. In 2023, Gabriel Rosado made a significant announcement: he was hanging up his gloves for good. With a career that spanned over a decade, his record of 26 wins and 17 losses doesn't fully capture the essence of his legacy. Rosado wasn't just another fighter, he was a symbol of resilience in a sport fraught with challenges. His journey reflected the grit of a fighter who refused to back down, regardless of the odds. But what truly set Rosado apart was how he engaged with his fans. Known for his heart and determination, he connected with audiences, turning many casual viewers into devoted supporters. Each fight resonated with a story, triumphs and defeats alike, all tied together with unwavering spirit. Many believe that it wasn't the titles he chased, but the respect and admiration earned from brutal battles. Critics might argue about the statistics, yet his authenticity stood strong, embodying what it means to be a true fighter. As he steps away from the ring, Rosado leaves behind a legacy that transcends win-loss records. His undeniable impact on the sport is evident in how he inspired younger fighters to embody the very essence of perseverance. In the end, Gabriel Rosado will be remembered not just as a boxer, but as a warrior whose tenacity elevated the sport of boxing itself. What remains now is the question: how will his story inspire the next generation of fighters? As fans, we can only wait to see who will carry the torch in the world Rosado helped shape. Rosado may not have secured a world title, but his journey exemplifies the essence of a true fighter. Through every triumph and setback, he showcased an unyielding spirit that inspired countless fans and aspiring boxers. His resilience, courage, and relentless pursuit of greatness have left an indelible mark on the boxing community. As he hangs up his gloves, we're reminded that it's not always about the accolades but the heart and determination behind every punch. So, what does Gabriel Rosado's story mean to you? Let us know in the comments below and keep the conversation alive about the fighters who shape our world.